pushing the side lanes, then that's the tactic for Roccat to stop it and shut them down, and instead go to late game, where we haven't seen too much from SK before.
Well, we'll see what Roccat can or cannot do. You guys jump on Twitter, vote for who you think will win. Hashtag ROC win or hashtag SK win. Just to remind all of our viewers, wrong yesterday. 5 for 5 in incorrect
Shame on
prediction.
you guys. I feel he's strong enough on his own. He's gone back to the bottom lane so they can start pushing in. This is what SK always like to do.
Oh,
let's see,
Nuke, but there's support coming in. Here's Jankos and Sven. Ignite is burning away. One more auto attack. That might be first blood.
He got him.
Nuke is down. Fox and Sven set their sights on Jankos. Fox, 32-minute mark rather. SK demolished Fnatic yesterday. They're starting off actually even better than they did yesterday because they weren't punished for the lane swap. Yes, Freddy gave up the
R and then the time, but he forgets to click enter. But let's see here, dive on the top lane.
Well, let's take a look. Gold card is primed and Rated's the target. And he's popped before the auto attack can land. Roccat on the board of the first kill. And we do see SK with all of that control in the bottom lane. And the early advantage, going to secure their second dragon.
And yes, they're even, or somewhat even in gold, but still the 2 dragons to 0, that's going to be the big problem.
Well, Freddy is in Mega Gnar, it's about to time out. Here comes support. Mini Gnar gets booted backwards as he hops over the wall, flashes past the jungle. And we do see Roccat collapse. What will it cost them? Kill on the board for Woolite. Destiny comes out from Nuke. SK
behind as well.
Will be happy for the trade. There is Overpower plus Nuke coming in. Bubble doesn't connect. Tidal Wave goes out. Gold cards onto Enrated. Here comes Woolite. That's a huge shockwave, but there's not a lot of damage to follow it up. Roccat with 2 quick kills, and they force SK away. It's a trade.
But for Svensson to get the right engage against a Twisted Fate and potential pink wars, that's going to be tough. And instead, we can't see Roccat just start.
Well, let's see what Nuke can do. Gold card catches Freddy's. Should go Mega Gnar shortly. Will it be enough? Dragon number 3 secured for SK. What is Freddy doing? He's tanking up 4, but again, it's the sacrificial Brit to secure it.
What Roccat keeps doing is trading kills for objectives here now. Have to be careful, Svensson is going in.
Oh, there's the kitty pounce. We just get Overpower melted. We do see the kickback as Svensson is knocked over the wall, but Rockats are split. They've lost 2 since taking Freddy down. Forgiven's getting run down from Woolite, and Forgiven still survives. He's in the bottom lane, Deficio, but Roccat, how long will they stick on this objective?
I think they can stop it with 4. I mean, you're standing in the Baron pit against a Shockwave. Death Cap is completed on the Orianna already, and we're going to see a fight.
Well, let's see what happens. Freddy's been caught in Shockwave. Down, Nuke gets nuked. In the background, Freddy's dropped before he can go Mega Gnar. Overpower's looking for some targets, but he's been left alone. Big crit comes down from Woolite, but nobody else continues the fight. It's 2 members of Roccat down as SK look to chase Roccat away. SK were able to fend it off, but the fight's not over. Enrated, what can you do? Tidal Wave is available as he gets hit. We do see the attack dissonance dropping Vander. Attack comes out. Collateral damage ruins Woolite's day. And SK Gaming trade 1.
See what Roccat can do. Nuke is here and Jankos has Smite ready. You want to try and steal it? He should be allowed to.
Freddy's trying to zone him away. 2,000 HP on
he can jump
Baron.
in now.
Sonic Wave comes in. Baron gets secured by Twisted Fate. Actually, that's a lie. It's Svensson that's killed. Forgiven grabs Baron. I think just going to be held up for a second or 2 longer, but it's not going to be enough. SK, more kills, and Baron, this 5v5.
Yeah, and it's fine that Opa has a lot of armor. He's going in and can they get it?
Well, Fox is caught out. Fox has flayed back. That's a fairly easy kill for Roccat. What more can they take? Destiny channeled. Gate followed.
Nice
double bubble from Enrated. Throws Roccat up. That means trouble as Enrated goes down as well. That's a double kill for Nuke. They turn to Svensson, but he shouldn't be.
No outlaws yet on this Orianna, so you get that 1 kill. And because SK were playing around towers instead of just securing this 4th dragon, saying, okay, we're just going to wait for it.
Revealing Svensson is spotted. They've turned their attention to Gnar. Freddy's caught out. Death sentence lands. Jankos forces Sven away, and they're going to focus Freddy down before he can go Mega Gnar. Numbers advantage for Roccat, but they expended a lot. The Shockwave whiffs!
30
it doesn't
elo.
hit anybody! That's a 30 elo Shockwave for sure! Svensson and the rest of SK trying to get away. The Flay doesn't connect. This is turning into a comedy of errors as not a lot of abilities are catching, but Roccat have found the 2nd kill. They're continuing to chase. Bubble throws up Woolite and Overpower. Nuke throws up the wild cards, and that makes Enrated go wild. Flash forward, the Tempest, the Cripple, the wild cards, another kill. Sonic Wave into Resonating Strike, and Jankos secures kill number 4.
Rock on him. He's fairly squishy at this point before he gets it. I know he's full tank, but we can take him down beforehand. They kill him. Sadly though, Forgiven is not gonna let you just take a Baron for free. He will get an inhibitor for it.
Overpower's going to look from that's not your gate, Forgiven, but you can dash through it if you like. Flashes over the wall, Overpower's chasing. There's a lot of armor and hit points.
Ranged.
Destiny's quickly becoming available for Nukeduck, but I think the movement speed of Forgiven and the support of Svenskeren will allow him to get out. Let's see if Nukeduck wants to go. Destiny thrown out. They're going for this one, Deficio. Gold card connects. Wild cards do not. Overpower jumps onto Sven. There's a teleport from Freddy. Over-aggressive play from Roccat. Will it work? The death sentence hits. Vanders held Svenskeren in place, and Overpower is tanking up SK Gaming. Sven's managed to flash away from the backliners. Overpower gets cold. The flash, the Overpower does get killed. Woolite gets killed. There's too much happening to Fisher and Svenskeren, and he's stealthed up.
Showing himself. There we go.
He will get caught out. It's not done yet. Wow, SK are now chasing Roccat. They're in trouble. They've got no inhibitor. There's minions in them pushing down towards the base. Fox forced to Hourglass out. How far can SK go? They don't have Forgiven with them. Explain exactly what transpired in the last 2 minutes.
Well,
my good man.
Once we get the replay at least. One thing I did notice was Woolite, he's a man who likes to jump in for the kills. As the AD carry, ended up...
This is for aspect of the Dragon. Destiny has been channeled from Nukeduck. He's trying to get in on the side lane, but he's a little split up. Where can Overpower join the party? The ward comes out. Dragon secured. That's gone to Svenskeren. SK Gaming have got the aspect. Overpower once again in the thick of things. Jankos pulling a few members. It's only the tree that's caught by the shockwave, and Roccat are in full retreat. They do not want this engage. Death Sentence catches Freddy, but that's not the one you're looking for. Woolite and Nukeduck in full retreat, but it's not going to be enough. Wildcards rings.
SK Gaming was standing there as 5, took down the Dragon before the fight even broke out, and that was again...
Very clearly their objective was focused around the Dragon. Now let's see what can happen. Here comes Nukeduck. They caught Foxen and Rated out of position, and Rated does manage to get the bubble, but Freddy is a massive gnaw. He jumped into the fight. Fox is the first one down. Woolite trying to lifesteal off the minions. Nukeduck forced away. Tidal Wave, we'll see if that can connect. Vander's been dropped by Forgiven in the mid lane. Let's see exactly how that transpired, but the bubble works. And Rated manages to finish Nukeduck. Overpower gets shut down. 3 members of Roccat down. SK in a 4-on-2. They're looking to close the game out. Baron empowered minions, Aspect empowered champions. They're on the Nexus turrets, and this is for game.
I really like this support 1-on-1 from Rated here against Nukeduck. Wow, another one for Forgiven.
Another kill on the board. 6, 2, and 5. Forgiven sold his boots. He picked up the Zephyr as his final item. Going to use all that attack speed to melt the Nexus turrets. SK Gaming, 11 and 3. Take down Roccat. Retain control of the European LCS.
I think that was a harder game for SK than they would have expected beforehand. They had a great start. The lane swap went in their favor. They got these early towers down. And Roccat still managed to find ways of getting back in the game. They always try to keep it even in gold. We had some fairly good team fights here. But the Dragons, the first one picked up at 7 minutes. SK is the team in Europe who gets the fastest first Dragon. This game
even
was the
faster
same.
today.
Yeah,
this
even
week.
faster than their normal average. And that was really the key for them. Always just wait for these Dragons to spawn, play around them. And then the last one, still surprised that Roccat were not in a better position to fight for it.
Yeah, I think if you look at all the teams in Europe, SK have got the strongest Dragon decision making.
Them and H2K. When it comes to playing around Dragons.
In the last few weeks, I'd agree with H2K, but you know, over the entire split,
right?
SK play very safely. When Dragons aren't available, they win through other means. But this is the third game that I can think of where SK have actually gone for the 5 Dragon to use it to allow them to take down the Nexus. And I think Roccat this week have performed better than they have every other match leading up to week 7.
I agree. It's looking better for Roccat compared to what we've seen in the past, but a game like this now for them, you were about to take out SK Gaming, and the reason that was going to be so important is because you're fighting against Elements, Unicorns of Love, and the likes of Giants, fighting for that last playoff spot, because